mud or bricks or even sticks in a cardboard town. You gotta watch your language in a cardboard town. But they don't know it. I wish to God they wouldn't grow it, but help me out, Hal. Listen to them. You listening to the Zep Report? You've come to the right place. Really sad for those who don't take care of that cardboard town. They got like a couple of barber shops and a cake maker right down the street there. You don't want to get that mad over there, no.
Hello everyone, that was Zeph Daniel original music, Cardboard Town. Welcome to the Porthole to Justice, the window to the truth. I'm your host, Amelia Duran. And wow, Jacob, it's really nice to see you in the live chat. It is April 19th, midnight. Boy, oh boy. Has it been a car wreck? Train wreck. There's no other way of putting it. I'm laughing because literally I've been bawling my eyes out all day. And it's like I've been pounding away at the keyboard, trying to get people's attention every way I can. Total attention whore. Because there's a message. There is something really important that I am trying to get through. And that's the truth about this whole debauched mess that the media has made. The entire fiasco of this whole entire thing has just been utterly so frustrating to me, because I know my loyal listeners that tune in and they've listened to my series that I've been hosting since February or late January, with my guest David Malkin, who was in China and he's now in Vietnam. And, you know, we've been reporting on, he was in China during the original outbreak. So it's like this, and then it was like I was publishing protocols to help people prepare for this, you know, prior to the government shutdown. And people were, you know, calling me a fearmonger and a tinfoil hat person. And just, I mean, I've really you know, been put through the ringer, and it's not something that you want to be right about or feel. I don't even feel like any kind of vindication or any kind of reward for something like this. Like, it's not something like this is so bad on so many levels, and people don't even realize the levity of this and how bad it actually is. I haven't even unfortunately begun to really share my truth, and it's starting to burst out and bubble up on my timeline because it's just reaching levels that I just can't contain anymore. So this is where we're at. We're at this situation where humanity doesn't even realize. Hi. Okay, I got Jacqueline on. Hold on just a second. Jacqueline, I got to get you on speaker. Stand by. Hi, welcome to the live. You're live. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you this evening?
I'm good. Can you guys hear Jacqueline okay? Hi, Milton. Nice to see you back. So, I was just doing an intro, and I was just sharing with the audience that what I've known for a long time, and that is that we're at war with a government that's been bought out by China. China has been contriving poverty and homelessness in Los Angeles and San Francisco and our coastal communities.
Excuse me?
What?
You were cutting out for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, and I was just sharing with the audience how, I've been pretty much battling these people by proxy through these non-governmental agencies for a long time now. And this COVID, or Corona, which means crown, is their fake crowning achievement and global crimes against humanity. And I've been like, and and today I just reached my breaking point.
Yeah, it's another thing that I'd like to mention that I feel like was brought to my attention a while ago. It also spells COVID is Certificate of Vaccination ID. So COVID, COVID, Certificate of Vaccination ID. Yeah, too. So,
my co-host this evening, everyone Miss Jacqueline Conrad. Everybody is going to have this rude wake-up call, and they want us to all unite as one and be one under Chinese dictatorship, because that's the only way. There's not going to be more body bags.
Yeah, and they work together. The people intrinsically that are, betray us here in our country work with the Chinese. It's in the global government.
Well, it's going to become we're in a situation where the president really doesn't have to do anything. It's going to become a situation where these non-governmental social movements are going to expose themselves.
See, you're cutting out. I don't understand. I didn't get to hear the rest of that statement.
it's going to be, we're in one of those situations where we're not going to have to really do much of anything. They're just exposing themselves.
Yes, it is. They're falling over themselves. It's true. Yeah. It's good, really. They're so power hungry and so mad that they are being exposed. Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, they've defunded Bill Gates.
That's wonderful, given that he owns 15% of the WHO organization. It's wonderful. It really is. It's a really good sign.
Well, I don't think it's a good sign that they're hosting a global concert sponsored by Oprah Winfrey and the 5G Global Network. It's a concert to raise $150 million for the WHO.
Well, they'll never stop, but that doesn't mean that it will be legal what they're doing. I mean, they won't stop. They have their agenda, which they've had for years and years and years. I mean, actually, I don't know if very many people actually that are listening or saw the 2012 Olympics. They did a whole ceremony, a ritual ceremony, a predictive ceremony, acting out with black viruses. I mean, they spent millions of dollars on this, and it was all about COVID-19, and there was it was just like the sickest thing. Did you see it? Have you seen it?
I have not watched one of those things in, like, 19 years. I don't have cable, by the way.
No. There's a video actually out on what they did to prepare it and how much money they spent and how many thousands of people to do this. It was like a production, as if you saw a stage production with all the nurses and doctors dancing around, and then they compared to nurses and doctors dancing around now with inside of it. You've got to see it. It's really frightening. Like within the nurses and doctors in the hospitals and whatnot, dancing at the same kind of dance as they did it was like a ritual held prior to the games, and it's very, very frightening. Really creepy. Very creepy. I'll send it to you tomorrow. It's wow. Well, and when they have the Olympics and all the games every year, and all the games on, at the, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it. Every year when they have all the famous players in the games, in the fall.
Yeah.
That's when there's a lot of human trafficking taking place and whatnot too.
Yeah, the football games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all during this type of thing, and this is just, you've got to see this because it's really quite the production. Hundreds of beds, and it just looks like, it's a reenactment. It's what's that called? A predictive programming ritual. Yeah.
So it's like one of these things where I have to speak up. I have to speak the truth. And, I very publicly embraced my experience with my son, not just on behalf of me and my son.